What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of whatever this is called. But today I'm testing out the new recording equipment here at my office, and I thought it would be a good opportunity to talk about one of my favorite shoes, one of my favorite running shoes of all time, and a shoe that I have found myself consistently recommending to some of my friends who just want something that they can put on and run in a few times a week. And that shoe is this shoe right here, which is the Nike Epic React Flyknit 2. Kind of a mouthful, but it's honestly just one of my favorite shoes. I think I have 11 or 12 pairs of these shoes. Easily have ran 2,500 to 3,000 miles in them over the years, and they're just sweet. The things I like about it is that it's got the whole Flyknit upper. I've always been a fan of Nike's Flyknit. I feel like it's an extremely good, durable material. And then the React foam midsole, bottom of the shoe, whatever you want to call it. I think that is just my favorite platform they've made, next to Zoom X, which I'm running in right now. But this is just super solid. It's lightweight, it's springy, it's responsive. It feels to me like an extension of my leg, and it's just a shoe that can literally take you on short, fast runs or long, fast runs, long, slow, comfortable runs. It doesn't matter. The shoe is extremely versatile and something I am just a huge fan of. It's not the most current version. They went in a different direction with the Infinity React Run, which is the newest version. It's a different shoe. I'll talk about that later, but that's why I like the shoe even more is because it's not the most current version. You can get it on sale, and because I have like 11 pairs of these, I don't think I've ever paid over $100. So technically speaking though, as I mentioned, it's got the whole Flyknit upper. Another thing I really like is this cuff right here. So it sits pretty tight below your ankle and it doesn't like move around at all. It's a snug fit. So if you have weird sizing, I'd probably order half a size up, but I wear a size 11 and it fits true to size. In a size 10 though, I think this weighs 8.74 ounces. So, it's on the lighter side of training shoes. My new Pegasus weigh, I think, just over 10 ounces. So it's like an ounce and a quarter lighter, which, you can definitely tell. It feels good. It's got a 9mm drop or offset. So, it's at a flatter angle. I think this shoe sits extremely well. It feels good throughout the contact points in my stride. And I really am a huge fan of this heel cup thing they made on these shoes. This is the first version of the shoe, which also had it. It just wasn't as developed as the second version, where they added this kind of a clip. This whole thing, I've had problems with other shoes in the past where my heel is like sliding around in the back of the shoe if it's not laced correctly. This just is a super secure fit. And I found that whenever I get these shoes, I tie them once out of the box and then I never tie them again. I just slip them on. They're literally like a second stock, an extension. They just feel like my foot on the ground. Like it's a solid shoe. The only things I would say that are negative about this shoe is the durability. I run probably 200 to 250 miles in these and then they're done. The tread, as you can see, it fuses together after a while. It literally melts together and goes through the contact points. And people were always like, oh, why are you getting so many pairs of shoes? I'm like, well, it's because these just get shredded. But if you can get them for under $100, I feel like it weighs itself out. And I don't know, 200 to 250 miles out of a daily trainer is pretty good in my opinion. And another thing I really like about this shoe, in comparison to some of the other daily trainers I've seen from like Hoka, Adidas and stuff, I just think these look way better. They're super cool, and they're just on a comfort scale. These are the most comfortable running shoes, aside from like the Next Percents, that I've ever ran in. I just am a huge fan. And as I was saying, the newer version of this shoe, this is still the Epic React Flyknit 2. I don't have a pair of the Infinity Run Reacts, but those were an ounce and a half heavier. They're designed to reduce injury. My dad actually has 2 pairs of them. He's not really a fan of them as much anymore because he's been running faster, but I tried his on, and they're just like clunky, and they weren't really my thing. So that made me like this shoe even more because you can get them at Nike, Finish Line, Dick's Sporting Goods, Eastbay, you name it, for cheap. And if you can get a solid daily running shoe for cheap, and then you can save the rest of that money and spend it on something like a Next Percent, it just made more sense to me. And then they just took this platform, the React platform, on this specific shoe, and they just made different uppers with it. So this is the React Shield, which is probably one of my favorite shoes for living up here in the Northwest. because it's always just soggy, damp, raining, whatever. And this is a water repellent version of that shoe with the same bottom, same heel clip, everything. And I think this is a really awesome shoe. I like to use this shoe in the wet weather to get my long runs in. And then if you're not a fan of the Flyknit upper, they make the Odyssey React, which just has a different upper. It's got a nice tongue. It's still a good shoe. I just use this one for running on the treadmill and in the gym. But the Flyknit version of this shoe has always just been one of my favorite shoes. Like I say, I probably have 11 or 12 pairs of these. I've easily ran a couple thousand miles in them over the years, and I love them. But yeah, if I had to rate them out of 10, probably a high 9 or something. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, and the reason I recommend these to my friends is because if you can get them for under $100, this shoe is so versatile. I've ran sub 6-minute 10Ks in this shoe. I've ran huge legs or Ragnar in this shoe, and they've been just as comfortable doing both. So I recommended it to my friends who just want to, you know, put something on and run in a couple times a week or what have you, and they've liked it. So you know, I've been a huge fan of this shoe. I'm sad that they discontinued it and went in a different direction with the Infinity Run, which has led me to, you know, running the Pegasus 37s as my daily trainer. But I'm hoping they'll come out with another version of this. The difference between this and the newer version is this is just stiffer, it's racier feeling. The other one's bigger and clunkier, and it's just a different shoe entirely. So I don't know. But if you want a shoe and you're interested in running and you want something that's cheap, pick these up. Nike Epic React Flyknit 2. Usually you can find them anywhere, like I said, Nike, Dick's Sporting Goods, Eastbay, Finish Line, Foot Locker, any of those websites. As low as, I think I got these ones for $67. So you can find them for cheap. Check them out, and hopefully you guys like this new recording setup. It's a little different for me. I'm still kind of working things out. So let me know what you guys think, and until then, I will see you guys next time.